Seabird. Sunday morning. It's before 6 a.m. Another beautiful Arizona day. And I'm headed west today. I'm going to meet up with a buddy of mine for breakfast. And so I'm headed to going through downtown Phoenix here, past the fairgrounds, past the lovely chemical storage tanks in the train yard here. There's some some scenic area here down through the industrial part of Phoenix. And for once I'm not taking you into the sun, and I'm sure you all appreciate that. I do too. I just wish I had a way to filter out. I mean, the sun is intensely bright here at Arizona. So I do try not to blind you. I mean, it looks like a nuclear explosion for the most part. Heading up I-17 today. The good time of day to be heading up I-17 is early in the morning when there isn't a million people out here. Traffic has come back to town quite a bit here now. One of the few positive side effects of the shutdown was that traffic, it basically went to 1975 levels here in Phoenix. So it's still not all the way back, but it's definitely what I've noticed is on the weekends it seems to be quite busy. People are out and about. They're just passing under Grand Avenue Railroad Bridge there and into the old original stretch of the I-17 freeway through Phoenix. And damn, boy, going fast. I'm pushing 78 miles an hour. Anyway, I wanted to thank everybody. I hit 150 subscribers, I think it was Friday, and I've passed that now. I'm up to 153 as of this morning. I thank everybody for subscribing. If you're new, welcome to the channel. If you've been there since the beginning, like Flinch and some of those others have been, and thank you very much. I'm trying to grow my channel, and I got a long way to go. It's been nearly a year. My goal was to hit 150 by the anniversary of my first video, which was June 23rd. So I actually beat it by a couple of weeks and went over by a few just for insurance. Again, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Your comments, your likes, and everything are helping me grow. I've even actually seen my videos come up a few times on the featured line on recommended, so that's pretty cool. That means that somebody's noticed me out there. I realize I'm a far piece away from these people with 20 and 30,000 subscribers, but I'm sure at one time they had 152. Superman Kev, I don't know what you're doing to grab subscribers as fast as you are, but I gotta study your stuff and find out. Wow, you're growing like 30, 40, 50 at a time. That's cool. So I'm going today to meet up with a buddy of mine that I've known for 40 some years. He moved to Colorado 35, 40 years ago, and so I'd see him when I could, and but he moved back to Arizona last year right about this time in the heat of the summer. He lives up at the north end of town, so I'm going to meet up with him today. My life has been crazy busy here as of late and haven't got to spend as much time as I'd like to, but we're going to rectify that today and enjoy the morning ride. He just bought another Softail. He's had several of them over the years. He's got old bikes. He's got a 68 that he's owned for close to 40 years off and on, and he works on that, but he bought a Softail to ride on a daily basis. So anyway, headed that way, headed north on I-17, past my old neighborhood right up here in this area here. I spent a lot of my life, nearly 50 years right here coming up to this street right here down the street. My parents bought a house there in the early 60s, or mid-60s, and grew up there, went to school in this neighborhood. My son went to school in this neighborhood. The neighborhood has declined over the years. It's really sad because it's a nice old neighborhood, but it's just gotten pretty run down, and for me to want to move out was a big thing. It was about 6 years ago that we decided that we'd had enough. I lived in 23 places within 2 square mile area in this area. So growing up here, growing up next to the freeway, if I'm not around freeway noise, it just feels weird to me. It's kind of like white noise. Anyway, there's a lot of things here. Used to be a drive-in theater up here on the left, right here at Northern Avenue, which we're going to be crossing under in a second. And there used to be like 2 drive-in theaters on this stretch of the freeway when I was growing up, or even when I was driving early on. And of course they're all gone now, and even the Kmart they replaced it with is now gone. Things change. I think it's kind of I've been reading where drive-in theaters have made a comeback. The ones that are still there with the social distancing and everything, they've been playing a lot more movies. People have been going to see them. They've been going to concerts and other things at drive-in theaters, which is cool. Somebody's going to have some fun. Headed north. This time of year you can still ride dirt bikes in the desert, but you do got to get out early because by 9 o'clock it's getting pretty warm, and you do not want to be stranded out there breaking down or anything in the heat of the day. I had that experience one time, and it got pretty desperate for a while, and I finally got rescued. I actually had to cut a fence, chain link fence, or not chain link fence, but a barbed wire fence. I had to cut a section to be able to get out of an area and get to a road. That was a long time ago, and I apologize to whoever had to fix that fence, but you know, faced with maybe dying in the desert and maybe having to pay for a strand or 2 of barbed wire, I chose the latter. So nothing ever came of it. And again, I apologize to whoever it was that had to fix that all those years ago. Desert, beautiful as it is a place that you have to respect, especially this time of year. A few bikes out already this morning. Nice. I like 17 when it's like this, nice and open. Anyway, I'm gonna just cut this clip a little short here, and I'm going to be headed for some more video here later today, and want to get to something a little bit more scenic than I-17. It's Randy T-Bird, and I'll be back with you again. Hey, it's Randy T-Bird again. I've got some hot air balloons this morning. I am now out on the 303 freeway, the northern loop of the freeway loop system. It's pretty much wide open out here away from town. State land, my old dirt riding stomping grounds out here. You can still ride out here with a permit. There's a lot of private land encroaching on this, but this should stay wide open for some time to come. The air is almost chilly out here this morning. I can't believe it. It's been as hot as it's been. It's supposed to be about 105 later today. But whenever it's cool in the mornings, they get the hot air balloons, and there's probably, I've seen probably 10 of them this morning. Some on the east side of the 17, but now we're headed west. And they're landing. And I imagine there's one down that looks like it's just touching the ground over there. You can see it start to heel over. One straight up. I heard they say have a big festival in New Mexico that literally has hundreds of them. That's got to be something to see. I've never been there, but I have seen pictures and some YouTube video of that. It is downright chilly out here. I can't believe it. I got goosebumps. You know, it's just not something you say this time of year. It's a funny thing about the desert. Once you get away from the heat island effect of the city, and the temperature just drops. But you know, it's just a little after 6 in the morning, and it's cool out. Feels good, actually. Refreshing. Got mountains to the west. There is the White Tank Mountains, it looks like, and then you've got north to the Bradshaws, and I'm not sure what those other hills are called, but beautiful mountains today. Got the sun at our back, so gets a nice silhouette of the shadows and the lights. This freeway here is very rarely has much traffic on it. It used to be, when it first opened it up, it was like nobody on it, and it was almost like, what am I doing out on a closed stretch of road? There was literally nobody. But now it has some traffic. It runs just south of the Carefree Highway, which is somewhat scenic, but pretty bumpy and beat up 2-lane road. So, and nothing wrong with beat up 2-lane roads, but this is just such a nice stretch of freeway here. Dead Man Wash. We have such great Old West style names for landmarks and washes and streams and whatever out here. Definitely you know you're in the West when you start getting things called gulches and named after cadavers. Anyway, got a couple of Indian riders ahead of me. This is not disrespectful, I just want to get around and they're not going that fast. I'm sure those 111s will give me a run for my money, if not smoke me. Just some people out enjoying the morning, same as me. That's a really pretty area over there to my left. Ridden dirt bikes up into those hills in past years. Some rough trails up there. Lots of critters out here in the desert. Anyway, I've been all over this desert in past years. It's pretty neat out here. It's quite an expanse of land out here. I know it looks big on video, but it really is a large plot of land out here that they've kind of preserved for the state. Hopefully they won't tear it up, build cracker box houses on it. I know people got to have a place to live, but I like preserving the area. There's an airport out here, a little small one, and they do skydiving and glider rides. And there's some guy, like, I look like an ultralight out there, or one of those parasails. I'm not sure what you call them, but it's like that's interesting. But it's really clear today. You can see a long way. Anyway, coming to the Carefree Highway, I'm gonna cut this video off. This is Randy T-Bird out here at Arizona, share the desert views with you. Again, I hit 150 subscribers this week. Thank you again. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Make sure you like and comment on my videos. I like chatting back and forth with y'all and meeting new people. Met a guy here this last week from Dubai. Never met anybody from that part of the world before, and well, guy calls himself the Joker, and he was telling me he rides at 140 degrees temperature, and I know it gets hot over there, and I hope he's doing it at night, because I probably burst into flames. Anyway, Randy T-Bird in Arizona signing out.